Hello and welcome to episode 9 of the Pilgrim Way, a Football Manager 2022 series here on Boston United FM. We have taken over as the new manager of Boston United in Conference North, but we're using a management model more common across Europe than in the depths of English football, where our Director of Football controls our transfers and contracts. Professor Jonathan Van-Tam is our Technical Director, providing his medical expertise. It's the final game of the season, 22-23, and we've had a really good second half of the campaign with plenty of wins since the turn of the year. A run of 3 wins in a row was halted in our last game as we lost away at Southend United by 3-2, but today we face Kings Lynn Town at home to round off the season. We've made a couple of signings at the back, with former Mansfield and Peterborough centre-half Rhys Bennett coming in at the end of March on a free transfer. He has a contract until the end of next season. We've also signed Icelandic defender Antonsson on a free, having been released by Fulham a little while ago. Only 19, he's made a couple of appearances recently. Thankfully, we have risen to mid-table comfort due to our run of wins in 2023 and now sit in 12th place. Victory against Kings Lynn could see us finish as high as 9th, which would be an incredible achievement for our first season back in the National League. Our opponents, Kings Lynn, are 3 points clear of the drop zone going into the match, but their goal difference advantage over Woking will see them stay up. Dagenham and Redbridge, Weymouth and Wealdstone are already relegated, with the 4th and final spot to be decided on the last day. Bennett starts the match at centre-back, but it's expected that several players in the lineup are playing their final game for us. Loanees Moss, Baggett, Wright Phillips and Street will presumably go back to their parent clubs shortly, whilst both Burn and Preston have already agreed pre-contracts to sign for Derry City and Queen of the South. One of our new youth team graduates makes the bench, striker Rhys O'Reilly. He's already made his first team debut, as have a few others, as we had an impressive intake. And it was us who kicked off this final match of the season, hoping for a win to end off what has been a decent season in the end. And we started off the game halfway through the first half. Elkan Baggett heading in from a corner. Lovely delivery from Burn in his final game for the club. Baggett gets there at the near post and nods it in. 1-0. We continued to attack before half-time. Wright Phillips threw on goal, but a good save by Jones, the Kings Lynn goalkeeper. And at half-time we went in 1-0 up. A good performance so far. 6 shots, 3 on target, keeping Kings Lynn at bay at the other end as well. Had to tell the lads in the dressing room that we were very happy with how they were playing. Just need to keep it up. More goals will hopefully come and we'll pick up 3 points. But less than 10 minutes into the second half, a little bit of a dodgy penalty given away. Corner came into the far post and apparently there was a push in there or something, but it gave Kings Lynn the chance to equalise, which they did. Barrett getting his 9th goal of the season. A decent effort for a team that spent a lot of the season inside the relegation zone, and Kings Lynn will be delighted to stay up this season. However, we weren't level for too long. Wright Phillips on the ball, cuts inside, a lovely through ball for Preston at the far post. Another player in his last game for the club, and he nets at the far post yet again. Wright Phillips has been very good for us this season as well. It's going to be a shame to lose him on that right-hand side. And Preston on the left. We're going to have to get some more wingers for next season. And Preston got his 2nd goal in as many minutes, essentially. Another far post goal, but this time from about 2 inches out, as Burn put the free kick into the box, headed back across goal, and there's Preston just to nod it home from almost on the line. And we didn't stop there. Dugmore on the edge of the box just seemed to whack the ball back towards the goal, and it sneaked in past the goalkeeper's left side. Long throw came in. nodded out by the Kings Lynn defence, and Doug Moore just volleys it back in. 4-1. Just 10 minutes to go now of the season. Were we content with a 4-1 victory? Of course not. We carried on looking for more goals. Wright Phillips on the ball. Here's O'Reilly, the youngster who's come on in the last few minutes. And it was he, the 15-year-old Rhys O'Reilly, gets on the score sheet in the last 10 minutes of the season. I think that may see him become our youngest ever scorer. And he's definitely one to watch over the next 2 or 3 years, assuming we can keep hold of him. And it was 5-1, the score remained at full time. And we rounded off the season with a fantastic victory over our local rivals, Kings Lynn. Some fantastic performances in that team there. Fraser Preston, 2 goals on his last game for the club. And what else can we say to the players, apart from be very, very happy with them? A bumper crowd of 2,500 people turned up for that last day of the season. Kings Lynn had more shots than us, and they actually had a better XG, but that would have been artificially increased due to the penalty. On the balance of play, we definitely deserved to win, although maybe 5-1 flattered us. We finished the season in a very respectable 10th place and only 4 points off the final playoff place. Notts County won the league by 10 points, with the playoffs still to come. Woking ended up being the 4th team relegated down to level 6. The soon departing Shane Byrne has been voted as the fans' player of the season, and on-loan defender Elkin Baggett the young player of the season. Winger Fraser Preston was our top scorer in the end with 13 goals, as our strikers struggled for consistency. The impressive DiMaggio Wright Phillips provided 14 assists overall, and he will be missed as he goes back to Stoke City, his parent club. He was also player of the match 4 times, more than any other squad member. Striker Rhys O'Reilly, at the age of just 15, has become our youngest ever player and goal scorer, as he found the net late on in the final match of the season. The board have allocated an extra £100,000 per annum for player wages, and the director of football now has just under £60,000 in his transfer budget. Hopefully, we won't start next season as we did this one, having to fill out the matchday squads with youth teamers. My contract was due to run out at the end of this season. However, thankfully the board agreed to my request for a new one as I get another 12 months in the job. See you in episode 10 as we come back for a second season in the National League. If you've enjoyed the content of this video, please don't forget to leave a like. And for more videos, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.